Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to the first Lunch with Books of the new year, 2026. Can you believe it's 2026? You know, this is a good time to turn off your cellular devices that make the little chirping noises and all that, so that we don't interrupt our guests today. And I have noticed a trend that people don't want to sit at Harold's table. There is one person, but he would want you to, so don't be afraid. I have a couple of copies of the Historical Review left, $5 each, if you're interested. Next week, the impact of the pandemic on our Wheeling Symphony community. That's on the 12th Monday. There'll be a panel discussion with the maestro and Mark Harshman and some others right here on this stage. And then Tuesday, following sharply on that special program, our usual time slot, The Last Hitman with Robin Yoakum. He's a local mystery writer or crime sort of novel writer. His books are well received and critically well reviewed. Today we have, come to attention please class, okay, a special guest for you to start off the new year with style. Julie Seibert-Carraccio is an award-winning professional declutterer and organizer, certified life coach, professional speaker, and author of 15 books. She's passionate about supporting people in clearing clutter in all areas of their lives, getting organized and becoming more mindful and aware. When living in North Carolina, she became the first professional organizer to specialize in eco-green professional organizing and decluttering. She won the Los Angeles Award, the Green Award for Most Eco-Friendly Organizing Service. She's a graduate of Leadership Raleigh, class of 2024. And she currently volunteers as Vice President of Friends of the Ohio County Public Library. For a decade, she hosted a popular podcast. Clear Your Clutter Inside and Out is also the name of her book today. She's presented to a variety of corporations and organizations. She lives here in Wheeling now, married to Tony. They have 2 black cats, rescued black cats, and their names are Nene, Gus, and Jack Henry. That's 3. I should say. And like I said, this is her book. You can pick up a copy today. Here is Julie Seibert-Carraccio.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for coming out today. We're going to talk about clutter. And let's see if I can get this right. To advance slide. I did it. Okay. So if there's one thing you leave with today, I hope that it's motivation. So we're going to have a quick thing. When I go to help people declutter, I've been in business since 2009. I only have a 100% success rate. Every person I've worked with, we've always found money. So there's a good chance if you're excited to go home and declutter, you're going to get some money. So what do you all think was the most amount that I ever found when helping someone declutter? How many think A? 175. No takers. B at 540. Okay, we caught a B or 2. C, 1,200. Okay, getting up there. D, 4,950. Got a few. And E, 8,325. Oh, y'all went with E. Close, it is actually D. And I want to tell you the situation where this happened. Someone hired me, a lovely woman. She's getting married, right? What a special occasion. Well, this is a second wedding. So as we were decluttering, we found a check for that amount for her first wedding. And I don't know, she had kids in high school, so 10, 15 years had been married. Now, the point is not to shame. The point is to share facts. Now, I don't know about you, but if I had about $5,000 drop in my lap, I'd be excited. It'd already be spent on a home remodeling project. But this is, again, hopefully motivate you that there is a decent chance you will find money. But this isn't just one example. I found other checks, and so that's why it's really important to be decluttered and organized. What am I doing wrong? Oh, there we go. Okay, so I want to talk about some of the adverse effects of decluttering. And again, today we're going to talk about a lot of stuff, but I want you to think past the physical of clutter and how it can affect your mind, your spirit, and your body. So if you have a lot of clutter, it leads to decreased productivity, increased coping and avoidance. And for instance, I've had clients that don't pay bills, right? They're so stressed, they can't find their checkbook, and so they just don't pay bills. Low-grade flight or fight response. And you know, I think it's something like 80% of why we're in the hospital is related to stress. I mean, stress is just going to jack up your immune system, it's going to harm you. So if you have a lot of clutter, it's affecting you. Higher cortisol levels and increased stress. You might feel anxious or depressed, and a general dampening of brain function. I know that's something as I age I'm really working on. I do my little Wordle every morning and some of those puzzles because I want to keep my brain sharp, and so clutter can be affecting you. Non-compliance with meds, keeping appointments, and not exercising. If you want better health, clear your clutter. And then finally, sleep problems and overweight. And someone said, well, how does clutter lead to being overweight? If you have a lot of clutter and you aren't organized, you're probably relying on fast food and takeout, right? And I want to remind everyone, it's so important. We're not going to have any judgment. We're not going to have any shame or guilt. I want you to see yourself as an archaeologist, right? You're on a discovery. What is my clutter and how can I clear it? I also want you to expand. This is my definition of clutter. Clutter is anything that prevents you from creating a life and home you desire. And why I share that is because, again, I want you to have a broader perspective. If we say, oh, it's just the physical stuff, right? We can kind of sweep that under the rug or ignore it. But then if you say, I have some relationship clutter. As I'm examining my relationships, some of these friends aren't really supportive. I don't think that I should be close with them and have them in my life. So again, broadening your perspective. And I just posted a little video